Okay, so I'm going to continue on here. As I said, this is the only child that's going to die. The homozygous recessive will have Tay-Sachs, and every time you have a kid, you have a 25% chance of getting that allele combination. 50% of the time, this couple will get a heterozygote kid just like themselves, and 25% of the time, they will have a kid who's completely normal and does not have to worry about passing on that gene at all. So this one dies. This one has to worry about mating with another person who's a carrier and potentially having a child who's going to die. And this one is completely normal, doesn't have to worry about it at all. Okay, so I just wanted to emphasize that, again, these are percentages, chances. You're not definitely going to have one of this, two of this, and one of that. Okay, it's just like flipping a coin. Half the time you get heads, half the time you get tails, but you may in 10 flips get 6 heads and 4 tails. Okay, it's not always going to work out that way. This is just a chance each time. I also want to point out that you may ask, why is this allele even in the population? If it, in combination with another person with this allele, 25% of the time, that's a big percentage. If 25% of the time the kid dies at the age of 5 and therefore is not reproducing, why is this allele still in the population? Why doesn't this slowly get out reproduced by the normal allele? Well, we don't know for sure why this is, but the research suggests that the reason this allele is still in the population is because people who are carriers for the allele will have some protection against tuberculosis. So TB, tuberculosis, went through the New York ghettos generations ago, and when grandkids were interviewed, what did your grandparent died of? Well, a lot of times they said tuberculosis, and it turned out that that percentage of grandparents who died from tuberculosis was higher for the people who were normal, no Tay-Sachs in their family at all, and was lower for people who carried Tay-Sachs gene in their family. So this is called heterozygote advantage. And so we don't know how it works exactly, we don't know the mechanism, but somehow it appears that being a carrier for a carrier for Tay-Sachs gives you some immunity over TB. And so that's why we still have this gene in the population, even though it's a seemingly deleterious gene. It has an advantage if you have it just in a small dose, just as a carrier.